All right.
Get going pretty quick here. Okay. Looks like it's going.
All
Okay.
right, then I've used that one screenshot you showed me to update my gear grid on my spreadsheet.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got those card sheets. So I
Yeah,
can.
that's working really well.
Yeah. Because yeah, they just get knocked all over the place when they're just sitting there.
Fair enough.
So
But even without that, it's just they fit so perfectly in there. Yeah, it keeps them all in place. It's also a lot easier to store at the end of the day.
yeah. So yeah, the
All
fight
right.
against the Flower Knight went pretty well.
Oh, okay.
I think Red was the only one to take some damage, and she lost a bunch of her armor. But I think more damage, physical damage to them, was done during the like event damage than anything.
Ran into a few bad event ones.
Yeah, there was one that hit everybody in the head and ignored armor. So everybody started with a severe head injury, which reminds me I have to erase those.
I mean, I guess in some ways we're really good we picked the one we picked then,
Yeah,
because that was the one that helped us with head injuries, the whatever type, the society type, right?
that was brain injuries. This
Right,
was like a
okay.
head hit. Forgot I have to update my armor.
Rawhide pants and boots stayed where they were. This guitar moves over here. So what did I have to give up to make room for the lucky charm? I don't really see anything I'm taking. Oh, stone nose, that's what it was. Okay. No, I
Yeah,
didn't even have a stone nose. Or did I? Ah, well.
I think. Oh, it might have been the Founding Stone or something. I had thrown something on your grid just to fill it out.
Yeah, actually, I think it was a stone nose. Yes, I did have
Okay.
a stone nose. So yeah, that's what I'm losing.
Oh, roll 2d10.
Right, yes. I was waiting to do it through this just because. So we've got an 8. Oh, and a 1. Well, that could have got better.
So age 2, 8 plus 1 is 9, so that's gain 1 permanent strength.
Alright, I can live with that. Strength is something I definitely need on my character because he's good at hitting. It's just doing the damage that he's going to start having trouble with.
So you're up
Alright, permanent
to
strength.
3 strength now?
Yes. And then I get the +1 strength token when we get into battle with your person. If that person's coming along with us at any time, so works out pretty well.
Alright. And oh yeah, that person, the blue,
Yeah.
they now have 4 natural strength, and then 1 from the token that goes to everybody. And then they also got Quixotic, which gives them 1 survival and 1 strength token when they arrive. So their strength is 6 naturally.
Damn. Alright. So we want to make sure that the space gets hit.
Yeah. So and then yeah, my red character is a strength of 3 plus 1 for the extra bonus there, and then 5 from the weapon. So I would have recommended or said we should have gone for a level 2 antelope, but I do have D&D at 11, so I don't know how long that would take to defeat it.
Or no?
Whereas this one I know we can do it in short, reasonable amount of time. But we did get 2 new things from the Flower Knight. One is an innovation pedal spiral. So
Okay.
regardless of their hunt XP, any survivor may select sword as their weapon proficiency.
Interesting.
So we don't have to age them up to start working them on sword. They can use a endeavor to lose one flower resource. If you do, gain the following or flower addiction. Otherwise, nothing happens. If you get 4 through 5, you gain 2 survival and 1 understanding, and a 6+, you gain 1 sword proficiency level.
Oh, neat.
So I did that
Okay.
once for the sword person that we have. So now
Yep.
they're up to 5 boxes ticked for sword.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they're one. No, it's 8 for the second part, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and red now has club specialization. So that's pretty cool. It's pedal spiral. If we want to get people good with swords, there's a place to use up the endeavors. And the only resource we have left from the flower knight is the lantern bud. It's a scrap, but the thing with their resources is after the settlement phase they wilt, and you can't use them, so they have to be used right away or somehow saved or
Oh,
preserved.
okay.
So this one, it's a scrap. There's not much we can really use it for, but if you consume it, you get +3 endeavors.
Which is pretty awesome. But that person has to skip the next hunt and gains pedal disorder, which is not a big deal.
We did
Since
end
we're
up
gonna.
getting 5 new survivors.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There is one resource from the flower knight that you can plant it and it becomes a person with this really weird looking face.
Oh, okay.
So we got 2 of those. So I just used
Nice.
those for making 2 more people, and then 3 of our people have matchmaker.
Yep.
So I just did 3 more intimacy events.
Nice.
So we're up
That
to
sounds good.
20 people now.
Awesome.
So we could either this is going to perish or
And might as well get the 3 extra endeavors.
yeah. So before we go on the next hunt, we can either train somebody up or maybe try to get more weapon proficiency on the sword person.
Yeah, I was gonna say weapon proficiency on the sword person would be a good call.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well.
Because if we can get them up to their next one, then I mean, not. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Because mainly, doesn't that just make it so everyone acts like they have the basic sword proficiency?
They also sword master gains 1 accuracy, 1 strength, and 1 speed when attacking with a sword.
Oh wow. Okay, never mind. That's awesome.
So we get pedal spiral back up.
I guess the one risk though is if they roll the 1 through 3, they can't come on this hunt.
Yeah, true.
So I guess there is that one part.
Lose 1 flower resource. If you do gain the flower addiction, we don't have any flower resources left.
Oh, okay. Well, then that solves that. All right. Let's go for it then.
Okay, so first endeavor. So we got 3 now. First one. That's a 4.
That is an understanding and 2 survival. That's not bad at all either.
I think they're maxed out on survival, but another understanding is always good. And there's no max on this per some of them say you can only use it once per person per lantern use.
Yeah.
But this one does not apparently.
So we will keep going.
That's another 4.
Well, at least they're gonna get lots of understanding.
Yeah.
Is the level 2 understanding thing any good? I wonder.
And a 7.
Oh, there we go. And that gets them another sword proficiency. Awesome.
All right, so they're 2 away from master. So this fight and then 1 more, and they will be master.
Nice. What's their understanding at?
Understanding is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so still a bit of a ways off from the white secret, but
Yeah. Okay, so that is the rest of that. I will put that up there. Oh, we also got the weapon crafter.
okay.
I had a bunch of flower resources that we couldn't use for the things we really need, so I just use it to build the weapon crafter, and then we didn't really have well, we could have built the skullcap hammer, but she already has a really good, what do you call it, club.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think...
Is it just the bone club still, or did they get something better?
It's still the bone club, but that is a
Oh, okay.
really good weapon for a beginning weapon.
But this is also the one that lets us scavenge for scraps, so
Yeah.
that's not bad.
So yeah, we do also get, because after you fight the Flower Knight, you get the, I don't know if it'll show, the Flower Knight badge. So at the start of the showdown, you draw a tactics card and gain 1 evasion token.
Interesting.
So wait a minute. Oh yeah, and Monster Grease. So they will be 1 natural evasion and then 3 evasion from gear and tokens. Which is good because they're kind of the tanky one.
Yep. Actually, for the tank one, it might actually be an idea to get this whole blood sheath that you can build at the weapon crafter at some point.
Yeah.
Because it lets them ignore X number of hits, so in this case, 1 extra hit.
Nice. Alright, so our tactic is block. We get to choose or randomly pick one from the deck. Block formation. When the survivors are standing in this formation, they each ignore the first hit from a monster's attack. We have to be in a square to make it happen. Which doesn't usually happen, but...
No, but in certain situations, if we know that we're going to have to be on the defensive, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay, and our max survival is 6, and everybody is at 6. I actually didn't use much survival, so in the last game, so we gained a bunch. So you should be at 6 survival, 4 insanity.
Okay.
I don't think anything else really changed. Other than, than your strength there. So we can get started on the antelope. So I'll do the normal. I'll take the first one. This is teething. Survivors find a trail of large rotting teeth littering the ground. Each survivor may scavenge, roll a d10 on the table. 1 event arms hit to the arms, you find nothing, and gain a flat tooth resource. So, I mean, worst is 1 arm hit.
Yep, I'm willing to do that with my guy. 1 sec here. Alright, I get 8. Ah, nice. Got a large flat tooth.
Nice.
Not that we need more bones, but hey. How many bones do we have?
I'm not even sure. But the flat tooth can be used to make the other katars.
Okay, that's awesome then. Yes, because I remember looking at those other katars and going, ooh, those are really awesome, so...
Alright, so I'll roll 1 for red. That's a 1, so arm damage. Green. That's a 6. What was 6? You find nothing. And for blue. That's a 2. Arm damage. These. Okay. So, first one. If no one scavenges, we all did. So, we have a large tooth. there. Next is a random hunt event. Want to roll a D100?
Okay. 57.
All right. 57. Gorm's laughter. The rhythmic wail of a Gorm's laughter reaches the survivors, filling them with fear. The crackling follows the survivors, tormenting them until they reach their quarry. Place a token on every hunt board space between the survivors and the quarry. When the survivors move onto the space with a token, remove it, and all non-deaf survivors suffer 1 brain event damage. So there's only 1 space left, so everybody's going to get 1 brain damage.
Yep.
So, I mean, not the worst. Next is the other... Ooh.
I mean, yeah, considering we all had 6... Oh, yeah, brain damage. So considering we all had 6... No, that was survival. Okay. Ooh, a dead antelope.
5.
This one. Do any of these guys have a lifetime reroll?
All of them do.
Okay. Then I suggest we investigate, because if we're trying to make sure we get our antelope armor completed, getting those extra resources can definitely help.
Yeah. Well, we have some people watching. If anyone watching wants to roll a D10, you can do !D10.
Determine if we get jumped by a white lion or successfully find our resources on a...
I'll give it a couple seconds here. So yeah, what was it? The survivors struck by the scent of rotting meat, wafting from a hulking corpse ahead. The event revealer may lead the survivors to investigate. If they do, gain 1 random vermin resource, 2 random screaming antelope resources, and a D10 on a 7+, so we want a lower number. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll?
You can roll if you want.
Okay. We get
Yes.
a 2. Alright, we don't get hijacked into a fight we don't want.
Okay, so random vermin resource.
So did we get more teeth, or did we just get the 1 tooth?
We just got the 1.
Okay. Still, that's at least 1 guitar, so... Or whatever it's called.
Sword beetle. Consume. Archive this and roll a d10. You die 1 through 3. No effect, and gain a permanent strength. We will probably just hold on to that.
Yep, it can go hang out with our lonely ant. Maybe make him slightly less lonely.
Yeah. Okay, and 2 random... Was it antelope?
Yep. Yep, 2 antelope resources.
The muscly gums.
Oh, lovely.
And a shank bone.
Alright. Well, still, that's still useful, because that's an organ and a bone.
Alright, that was good. So that's... What, 3 antelope resources we already have, plus an extra 1. And now we start the fight. Okay, so... These back. Okay, so... Him in the center. Now, we do have... the normal 3 acanthus plants that show up, which is 6 square, or 6 actual acanthus.
Okay, yep.
Because I have the Screaming Bracers, if possible, add an acanthus plant terrain card to the showdown. There is a 4th one in there, so we now have 8 acanthus on the board.
Okay.
Bug Patch, which always shows up.
Yep.
And then we have 2 random ones. One was another ore vein. And the other was a dead monster. If the dead
Ooh,
monster is
nice.
drawn during the showdown, survivors may start the showdown anywhere on the board. Survivors may go first.
Oh, wow. Doubly nice.
Scavenge 1 through 3, find nothing. 4 through 6, gain a basic resource. And
Ooh, or
7 through
gain a...
10, gain a resource from the deck of your choice. So,
All right.
what we can do is place that there, turn him around so we can, there's that one there, I think, and then, so what was it, 6 of them have to be within a certain radius of him. A couple there, and maybe a couple over here. And then the other 2 have to follow the regular rules. At least 6 spaces away from all other acanthus plants. And I'll just do it over there. So, a whole bunch of acanthus. The dead monster has to be adjacent to the monster. The ore vein set up at least 6 spaces away from all other terrain. I'm just going to put there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so
And your person has the bonus to gathering, don't they?
Yes. So, and we can set up however we want. So, do we want a quick just gathering round, or have you guys just start wailing on it and me try to get around and gather stuff?
That's what I was going to suggest, is I could start off right in the blind spot and do a sneak attack right off the bat.
Yeah.
Which one has the gathering? Is it red or...
Red.
Oh, okay. It's too bad, because as you say, red has the cumbersome weapons, so they might as well start right in the blind spot and start whacking while the other person gathers, but...
Because, well, they can do gather the ore, then run up, gather the monster, and then start working into attack.
Yep. Do we have much acanthus at this point, or...?
We have 1 dried acanthus.
Oh, okay. So we might want to try to gather 1 or 2 acanthus as well.
So
but yeah, we can at least start.
Thinking the archer can fire from a distance and maybe grab that bug.
Yep, and if we can start off with the archer firing his special arrow.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. So let's do that.
Alright. I don't know if I shuffled the AI deck. I shuffled hit location. And yeah, now you crit on, what is it? Oh, I completely missed that.
Crit on a 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah.
Which, depending on the monster's toughness, can also be what it's required. Because I think I was looking at it in like a level 2 antelope, I'd pretty much need an 8, 9, or 10 to wound. So pretty much if I wound, I crit.
I've seen some people where they get like so much luck on somebody that they crit more than they like. It's easier to crit than to wound. Okay, so we'll do. Oh, I moved the cat eye circlet to the archer.
Okay, fair enough.
A little better on them.
Yep.
for the affinities. So they will go. It is the clawhead arrow is a 6+ to hit. I thought they got accuracy from something. I guess not. That is a 4. So unfortunately, the clawhead arrow misses. What do they have? Strength, evasion, toughness. Oh! When attacking with a bow, you may reroll misses once. I don't know if the arrow counts as the bow
attacking.
attack.
That's the bow.
It's got the keyword bow.
Okay, yeah.
Or slow ammo bow. You must have.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're still attacking with the bow when you use the arrow. So, that one's bow mastery, right? Or bow.
Bow specialization.
Specialized.
Oh, but no, it doesn't have the bow key or keyword in it, so it may not get it, unfortunately.
Okay, let me just check really quick here.
Thought I had some accuracy on this guy. I guess not. Anyway, red is going to pick up the ore. So they get a +2 to the roll. That is a 9, so 11. So that's 2 strange iron resource. Again, if anybody's watching and you want to roll for one of the characters, just say something in chat so we know you're watching and we can request some rolls for you. Okay. Did you want to go next, or should we get Blue to go?
I can go next.
Okay.
The real question is, do we want me to just possibly pop the trap by going with 4 attacks, or should I be more conservative?
Well, this one has a lot of crit locations that give good or give resources, so I mean,
just go for it.
Just go for it. His
right.
Trap isn't that bad anyway, from what I remember.
All right, first swing is a miss.
Okay.
Wait, what do I need to hit?
You need, what's it? 7+, but no extra accuracy.
Oh yeah, I don't have any, but I am in the back, so it's 5+.
So 5+ to hit, yeah.
Okay.
Or no, 6+ to hit, because it's a 7.
Oh, okay, yes, you are correct. 7, no, I thought, oh right, for some reason I was thinking being behind was +2 accuracy.
I think it's just...
Or is that when they're knocked down? Okay. Yeah, no, +2 would probably be a bit too much. Blind spot. Yeah, +1 accuracy. Okay, so I need a 6+. So the second one misses as well. Good thing I went with 4.
Oh. You actually crit on 7+, I think?
What is that?
So 10 normally, 9 because of the Katars, the deadly, 8 because of the lucky charm, 7 because of the sleeping virus flower.
Right, that's why I put the sleeping virus flower on there. Yes, correct.
So yeah, 7+ are crits.
Nice. All right, so that's 1 hit, 2 hits. All right.
Okay, so...
I forgot about that sleeping flower.
The first one is super dense, but your weapon's not frail, so that's fine. The second one does have a failure that knocks you back 5. What's your ability on your cancel reactions on the
I get to
first.
choose which. Yeah, I roll first, and then I decide which
No, that's
place I'm hitting.
sword.
Oh,
You cancel reactions on the first hit location. So we may as
okay.
well cancel the failure.
Yep, fair enough.
So roll your attack. So what? Looking for 7+ to crit.
Right, what do I need to damage? I've got 3, 4 strength total, I think.
Oh yeah, you definitely damage it. It has a toughness of 8. You have a 3 strength from your weapon, 3 naturally, 1
And then,
bonus strength because of the token. So that's 7. So you need a 2+.
okay, so that.
First one hits, no reaction.
Okay, and second one. Does not damage.
Unfortunately. Oh well. Oh,
Yep.
that would have been a resource. Okay.
I mean, assuming I managed to actually roll a decent roll,
Yeah.
not just a 5.
Okay, so then we'll go with. Oh, red is going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Reading up on the arrows, the general agreed thing is that no, you don't get the benefits of the
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
stuff. But the other part that everyone's saying is the flip side, which is good, is because it doesn't count as being the bow. You just have to have a bow in your inventory to use. It also doesn't have the cumbersome keyword, so you can use it after
Oh
moving.
yeah, right.
So I guess you just throw it really hard, but have to have a bow around.
All right, so the blue again. Nobody making comments. Okay, so blue is going to do a attack from behind. So that is a 6+, 5 because the blind spot. Natural accuracy is a 4+ to hit. That's a 10 and a 6. And with the sword, that's where we can decide which one is first. So we have the giant tongue, -2 toughness. And it has a wound. If the roll result is even, suffer brain damage. If they wound, it's gain insanity. Okay. Probably going to win that one. And the crit is a scheming antelope resource. Then we have the giant mouth. On a reflex, if the attacker is using a melee weapon, which they are. Wound result, 1 or 2, the monster consumes your weapon.
That's not good.
And the wound roll is 1 or 2. Okay. Well, I'll do that one. Well, they get to roll first and then decide. So that's a 7. Plus everything, they definitely wound. So I think I'll do the giant mouth first because...
Yeah, because that way you don't have your weapon swallowed for sure.
So that's a wound. And the second one...
which he has a reaction.
Is a 6. So
you wound it.
It's even. So they suffer brain damage. Okay, so that was a wound. Okay, so that is everybody. Okay, so now we go with the monster's AI card. Oh, Bat Kick. In blind spot in range, so it's going to go for blue.
Yes.
1 speed, 3+ to hit, 3 damage. They have...
They've got a ton of evasion, I think, at this point, don't they? Like 3?
3 from gear and tokens, and 1 natural, so 4. So it's a 7+ to hit.
Okay.
That is a 1. They miss.
Yes.
Alright, that's the end of the monster's turn.
Alright, well that went well. What did you end up getting from the iron resource? I actually wasn't paying attention at that point. I was looking some stuff up for the bow stuff.
It was 2 strange iron
Oh, nice.
resources.
Nice.
Speaking of which, Red is going to search the dead monster.
Okay.
And they get a +2 to this. That's a 10.
Nice. So 1 random resource from any deck of our choice.
Do we want to go for Screaming
I'd
Antelope?
assume we want to go antelope just because that's what we're trying to do.
Oh.
Or, yeah, I mean, no matter what, we'll have a use for it.
Beefsteak. Okay, so that is this gone.
Because, yeah, I guess the other option would have been to take it from the Flower Knight deck for the fact that it sounds like he has some pretty cool one-off resources.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one that can give you people. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that was Red. They're just going to move off to the side so they're in position next time, no matter if it turns around or whatever. But it's also not directly in its running away from you guys spot.
Right, that makes sense.
So, do we want... We could have green either look at the hit locations or the weight and look at the AI deck, or just shoot for now.
We've burned through, what, 6 hit locations? We can burn through some more, so he can just shoot the arrow, I guess.
Yeah, his regular bow. So that is... 2 speed, 7+ to hit. They can reroll misses, which are both. That's a 1 hit. We need some accuracy on this guy, or a bow that can hit better. Oh.
Yes.
I forgot about that. When you attack with... But before hitting, you may reduce the speed of this weapon by 1 to gain a +2 accuracy for the item. That's where the accuracy was. But with rerolling misses, it's a little... That's more of a, I think, if you definitely need to hit kind of thing. So, wound. On a wound, your blow clips the Screaming Antelope's shoulder, and it jumps back. Turn to face the attacker. And without turning, move the monster 1 space directly away. So it would... You'd still be in line for it, but blue would have to move. But that's okay. So wound... What is it? 3 strength plus 6. So 2+. That's a 2, so there's a wound. And it's going to face and then 1 step back.
Yep.
Alright,
Okay.
now you or blue.
Okay, I'll go. I'll move around so that I'm back on the far side rear hit location.
Okay. Kind of on
The acanthus.
Alright, roll your attacks. It's up to you. You want to go for 2 or 4?
He has a fairly large hit deck, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's still a lot left.
Alright, I'm gonna probably screw myself, but I'm going for 4.
Do it.
An 8, so that's a hit.
Nice.
7, so that's a hit.
Nice.
4 is a miss. And a 6 is a miss. Still? Or no, was it?
7+ to hit, you're in the blind spot, so 6.
Okay, so 3 hits.
And we're good.
Alright.
I will remove that. So we have the delicate inverted knee.
Inverted knee. Okay.
A shield or club +2 to your luck. We have the restless back again +2. This would have been a good hit for red.
Yep.
And
Only red.
So no reactions on any of them.
All right. Well then, my
So
specialty feels a little silly.
but you decide one gets you a resource, and they get a -1 accuracy. Affects MAI cards and knockdown. Oh,
Them are technically good for me to crit. I don't know. Pick whatever order you want, and I will start swinging.
well, we'll try to knock him down.
Okay. I do not wound.
Okay. We'll do
Wait, no. It was. Did you say it was a 2+ to wound?
You have 3 strength from the weapon, so 3,
And-
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a 2+. So it's
Okay,
a
so
wound.
then never mind. He's at least wounded.
Next one. Come on.
9. There we go.
All right, so critical hit. Gain a screaming antelope resource. This is what we're
And
looking
the
for. A pelt.
antelope
We can
gets-
finish off my armor.
And then he also gets a -1 accuracy token.
Where did I put accuracy? -1 accurate. That's plus -1 accuracy. And the last one, it affects some AI cards.
And that's a 10. That's an actual real crit.
Nice.
Not just my faux crits.
Your strike lands squarely on the monster's squirming spine, accompanied by a sickening crunch. Affects some AI
Ooh.
cards. So this is the crushed spine.
Alright, that was a very effective round.
Yeah. So that was another...
And blue and red still get to go? Or did red already go? I can't remember what round we're on now. Is this 3?
We went first. Red picked something up, ran over to the dead thing. We're only on round 2, so red just picked up the dead guy.
Okay, so yeah, never mind. Okay, so it's just blue left.
So blue is going to run around the back there. And he's going to go for his 2 attacks. That's a 7 and a 6.
Which I think for
They
blue...
need a 6. They need a 4+ to hit from there. So
Yeah, I was
that
gonna say
is-
blues are like as accurate as they can get, guy.
Yeah.
Red is our as smashy as they can get, guy.
Oh.
And I'm the as lucky as they can get, guy.
More 2+ luck when you're hitting with a clever shield.
Nice.
So no reactions, just critical wounds. So I'll just go with attack. That is an 8, which is a wound, but not a. I don't think anybody else has any luck.
No, I think we've been stacking it all on
Yeah.
one guy just because it is so much more effective on one person usually.
So that's 1 wound. And a 5, which I think is still a wound. Yeah, they have 4, 5, 6 just from natural and bonuses, not to mention the weapon, so that's another wound.
Nice.
So I think that is all of us. So now it's the monster. They only have 2 hits left.
Oh wow,
Or
we
2.
have just
Yeah, 2
plowed through
cards.
so I guess we should have gone for a level 2. Oh well.
Slam, the closest
Sorry.
knockdown survivor, furthest threat in field of view and range. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's gonna go for.
Which means it's gonna trample red.
Yep.
Red takes a wound.
To the head. That's okay. She has 3 head armor.
And at least red's now in the perfect spot to just smack it in the ass in retaliation.
Yeah. Do you get knocked down? I can't remember for collision.
I think it's only if they land on you, but give me 1 second here.
Okay. I will do his attack on green. 1 speed, 2+. 5 plus because of the thing. That's a 4. Misses. I always forget collision rules.
I'm just trying to find the exact stuff because I thought there was something different if they landed directly on you versus if they moved past you.
I think if it's on you, you get knocked back.
Okay, so yeah, you do
Knocked
get
down?
knocked down on collision.
Yeah.
It just, but unfortunately, it doesn't explain when collision occurs here.
That's okay. But we can encourage
We
to
get
stand her back up. So
exactly, yeah.
Green's gonna, yeah, we miss, or they miss. So green is gonna use a survival, which they end up using to stand up red. Red is going to do 2 swings at its back. That's a 6 and a 3. I think the 6 hits. Is it 3? 6. That's a 7 with... Oh no. What do we need? It's a 6 plus to hit, 5 plus to hit because of my accuracy, 4 plus because I'm in the blind spot, so 1 hits. Ah, it's not one of the ones with the bonus. Okay, turn the Screaming Antelope to face the attacker. Full move towards a straight line. It's already next to it.
This one could end badly.
8, so that is a wound. So everybody's wounded except for Green, I think. Or did Green get one in?
I thought Green got one in because I thought that's why the Screaming Antelope ran at him.
No, that was from his AI card. I can't remember if
Right.
Green got one in or not. They're just gonna go to try, even though it'll end next to the monster and I think get knocked down.
Oh, did we roll to see if the antelope got knocked down from? Doesn't have a persistent. Oh no, that was the other persistent injury. Never mind.
Yeah, it's only this one. It just affects some AI cards.
Right. Yeah.
Crush spine. So yeah, Green is just gonna shoot from where they are. Or did you?
Wait, doesn't this reaction go off?
What was there? Oh, on a wound. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sadly, which is going to end badly for us.
Turn the Screaming Antelope to face the attacker forward in a straight line.
Now, at this point, do we get a chance to use our survival? Is that a full move?
You can no. You use a survival to dash, so you can. He's not full moved yet. I'm gonna actually. Red's just gonna dash and step off to the side.
So, yeah, me too.
Or no, it doesn't really matter because it's gonna be dead soon. So yeah, the other 2, you guys will step off to either side and go. What's his movement? 6. So, Red got knocked down. Another hit to the body. That's okay. So, everybody's gotten their damage in. All right, did you want to go in and try for a couple more crits, or should we?
I was going to say, do we want to let Green just so he can be sure he got his attack? 'Cause I'm trying to remember whether he did or not. Might as well make sure he did.
He just
Oh,
did.
wait, he
That's
just
what
went.
made it run.
Right. Okay.
Or
So,
we could just go for an Acanthus round and just let whatever happens with him happen.
true. I thought it was Red that hit him that made him run. Because you were about to do Green's turn, and I'm like, but don't forget about the reaction.
Oh, right.
So Green hasn't gone yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would love that he had, but I would say let Green take his shot, and then we'll go from there.
He's too far away. He can
Aw.
dash.
Yeah, there we go. So use a survival since we all had max to come out here.
Yeah, and he keeps it.
Nice.
Alright, so his 2 shots. That's an 8 and a 9.
Perfect. All right, that's 2 hits because I think he needed 7 plus to hit.
So he has 2 reflexes. Well, this could potentially kill him this round because he only has 2 more hits left.
Mm.
Or do we want to try to get some acanthus?
I mean, it would be nice to get some acanthus if we can, but
So we could do the one reaction. Here we go. I'll just put it down. So it's a reflex no matter what. This reflex, turn the monster to face away from the attacker and full move, so he'll just keep running.
okay, yep, that works. And then we can gather some acanthus because then the second hit wouldn't have a chance to hit.
All right, so
Sounds
that
good.
is an 8. That is a hit, so he's down to his basic action. He's gonna run straight forward. So now you and Blue can still go. So roll a... Where is the acanthus? Yeah, roll a d10.
I roll a d10. I got a 5.
A 5. You find something tasty and consume it. If you do, gain a survival and archive this. Alright, so
Well, I guess I'm back up to 6 survival, which, I mean, could have been worse.
Blue is gonna go. That's a 6 as well. So that is find something nice.
Gain a survival. Archive this.
I think they're max survival. Oh no, they're down by 1.
No, because they used the dash. They just finished using the dash. So. And weren't they the ones who stood red up?
That was... Yes.
They should have been down too.
But they kept it because of the rawhide.
Right. Yes. Keep forgetting about the rawhide. All right.
So now it's the monster's turn. It's just basic action, so we know it's going to be happening every round. So the basic action will be closest knockdown survivor in range. Red's out of range. No target graze.
Okay, so it's going to start running for acanthus.
Graze. The monster full moves to the closest acanthus plant and ends its turn to heal 1 wound.
I don't think it can reach it this turn because we just finished taking the acanthus it could reach.
5, 6, 7. What's his range or his move?
6.
6.
I believe.
Oh, right. It's a higher level. It's 8. So.
Whichever one's the closest he full moves towards.
I mean, he's in between 2, so that's his turn. Well, as long as he's knocked down, he's just going to keep trying to go get some and heal. And, I mean, that just means more chance for crits.
Yep.
So that's the end of his turn, so I stand up, because it's the end of the monster's next turn.
And then your red character should really try to harvest an acanthus, because they might actually get the special one.
Actually, I'll start out with the one just back here. So, +2 to my roll. That's a 3.
Damn.
Total.
I think just gets you into the +1 survival range, I think.
Nope, that's a find nothing. Green's gonna go for the one next to them.
No, 5 plus. You said 5 is what you got. 5
I rolled
to 7.
A 1 +2.
Oh. I thought you said 5 for some reason.
No, 3. 3 total.
Well, at least you didn't injure your arms.
Yep. Oh, 8. That's an acanthus for...
Nice.
them. I don't know where...
Where the deck with that stuff is.
I'll just mark it down.
Alright, well, I mean, we got a fresh acanthus, so I guess either Blue or I could gather an acanthus, and the other one can try to finish off the antelope. Which I guess let Blue go get some acanthus, and I'll try to finish off the antelope, but
Yeah, may as well give you the chance to crit.
get another crit, yeah.
That's a 7.
Burn just below what you needed.
That's okay.
You just heal another survival. Alright, well then I will move up. I'm just going to do 2 attacks because that trap card's had to be getting close.
Yeah.
A hit. And a miss. 1 hit.
Oh, 1 hit? Okay. I didn't even see what that one. Okay, so luckily you can.
Cancel the reflex.
Yep.
Alright, so I will cancel the reflex and not get the zone
No.
of death to happen.
As long as you don't roll a 1, it's dead.
2! Yes. I love high strength. High strength is awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so that is that. We have a Acanthus. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Screaming Antelope resources, 2 iron, and a sword beetle. And then we pick up the regular ones, so that is. Let's do a quick shuffle. Two, 3, 4 basics. So we got a monster bone, a love juice, a monster hide, and another monster bone.
Okay. Not quite what we were aiming for because we've got tons of bone apparently already.
2, 3, 4 Screaming Antelope. So we have the Screaming Brain.
Oh wow. Archive this to gain survival up to the current limit. Right.
The Bladder. Oh, yeah, we can use that. Oh, another Flat Tooth.
Oh nice. I can get my second
And
new
another
guitar.
Beefsteak.
Do we have enough pelt?
We got 1, which I think is what we needed.
Okay. The downside is that means we can't innovate. Or not innovate, we can't innovate, that's the one. Because we only have 1 hide.
Yeah. Stone Circle, so to make the leg warmers. Oh.
Takes 2 pelts.
1 pelt and a hide. Oh, we did get a monster hide.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah. So we're.
But that still means we can't innovate this time around, which is unfortunate.
Okay, so let's get out the card here. I'll just place it up here. It's the smaller kind of condensed version of
The table for the... Okay.
So that was you. We'll still do the same thing. So setup, survivors return. So everybody gets
An endeavor.
XP. Oh, that gets
All right,
me to age 2.
Nice.
Weapon proficiency goes up. I will roll those 2 dice. That's a 10 and an 8. Ooh.
Nice. So is my guy at special or guitar proficiency 6 or 5 right now?
He just got another one, so he should be at 6.
Okay, 6. That's what I thought. Just wanted to be sure.
I think you gained one from something that wasn't the
Yeah.
battle.
I seem to recall it was one of the events.
Oh. But 16 through 19 is gain a random fighting art. I was kind of hoping
But-
for permanent something else.
Yeah.
Oh.
And is your character the one that's already maxed on fighting arts?
Yes, which means they will lose one when they
All
get
right,
another.
well, I guess we'll see what they get. I will roll it for you.
Sure thing.
Burning Ambition. You are instructed to skip the next hunt event. If you are instructed to hit that, skip the next hunt event, ignore it. The skip the next hunt event box on your survivor sheet can never be filled. I don't really think you should take that one necessarily, but...
Well, I have to get rid of one of the other ones. So
Oh.
I have Tough, I think
Was it-
I'll keep, because that's +1 to severe injuries.
Yep.
Orator of Death. What was that one again?
Oh, right. That one wasn't so great. That one was the. Let me bring it up here, but it's pretty much when you die, everyone gets something nice.
Yeah. Burning Ambition.
Once per showdown, you may spend have. Oh, hey, neat. Um, Once per showdown, you may spend to have all non-death survivors gain +2 insanity. When you die, you encourage all survivors with your last words. So yeah, not great.
So you can't skip hunts. Cool. That's not bad.
Yeah, yeah, you can't be forced to skip a hunt.
Okay, let's do update this. So we're going on to Lantern Year 9, which is a Nemesis encounter.
This is the. I think after this encounter is the furthest we've ever made it, because I think we fought the Kingsman once the last time we played, but I can't remember if we did or not.
I can't remember. We might have?
Or we might not, I honestly don't know.
Oh. Just a second.
I can't make my new guitar weapons.
Sorry, I forgot to check, but I think at the beginning of this year we were supposed to have the Dung Beetle Night story event.
We can sort of throw it in as sort of the end of this year part, because we wouldn't have gone on it anyway. Oh wait,
Yeah.
but the story event might have changed things.
So we'll just add it on this one. Yeah, there's no other story event. It's just the.
Realized I can't make my new weapons this round because they not only need a flat tooth, they also need a pelt.
Of course.
Yep.
So. A low, constant rumble woke a sleeping woman. Woke a woman sleeping on the ground. She quietly shifted her bedding aside and lowered her ear to the ground. Something strange was happening out in the darkness. In a breathless moment, the woman's wonder overcame her fear, and she set out to find the source of the tremors underfoot. The woman followed her feet, feeling her way towards the rumble until it became a quake. Ahead, she saw a particular figure struggling to push a massive sphere up a hill. The object appeared quite heavy, and the creature faltered, often losing ground. Each time it did, it redoubled its efforts and rolled the massive weight back up the hill, shaking the ground anew. At first glance, the struggle appeared clumsy and pathetic, but as she watched, the woman was taken by the creature's unrelenting perseverance. Even after the monster crested of the hill and vanished, its noble form, a simple mission, stayed with her. Admiration was too weak a word to describe her feelings. Nominated female survivor gains the vermin obsession disorder.
It's not a good one, is it? Because that's the. Oh no, right. That's just the one where they get a penalty as long as there's a vermin item on the.
So which we had one on the board the entire fight, so we'll say it was not one of our main people.
Right.
The woman quietly stole back into the settlement, waking no one. Although the others slept soundly, she remained awake, invigorated by witnessing such a dedication and exertion. She searched the settlement for the smoothest object she could find and began rolling it. Emulating the monster, she would teach the settlement in its ways and show them the perfect persistence. Gain the groundstone training innovation. You may now hunt the dung beetle knight. Add quarry to the settlement list. So groundstone training. Now it would be over there. Oh. Groundstone training. So, train, spend a resource and roll a d10 and endeavor. 1, gain motion sickness disorder. Gain cross-arm block fighting art. Gain the tumble fighting art. 9+, you have a serene moment. Gain 3+ insanity. And either the carapace of will or the propulsion drive.
Let's see. Carapace of will is on arrival, gain the Steadfast Survivor status card. When you are attacked, if you have 2+ Steadfast tokens, ignore a hit and remove all your Steadfast tokens. Interesting. Don't know how you gain Steadfast tokens. That part is not explained here.
It's probably on the card itself.
Probably, yes. What was the other one? Perpetual mode? No.
Propulsion drive?
Propulsion drive. Arrival, gain the Momentum status card. When you attack, if you have 5+ Momentum tokens, remove them all and roll 1d10. Gain that amount of luck and strength when attempting to wound the first hit location. That one's pretty cool.
Nice. So we have a lot of organs this round.
Which is funny considering how often organs are what we've been missing to be able to do things.
Okay, and we have a random event. The Clinging Mist.
Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. Then again, there's not a single one of the random events that sounds like it's not going to be horrible.
The settlement is hidden behind a thick green mist. Something about the way the lantern light passes through it makes it seem alive. Roll a d10. Did you want to roll a d10?
Sure. Don't roll horribly. 6. 6 isn't horrible, I guess.
6. Does the settlement have ammonia? No, we don't. I don't think. No, we don't. The mist grows thick. Its tendrils take on strange, horrific forms. As returning survivors make it back to the settlement, trembling and exhaustion, each gains a random disorder. Technically, it's a settlement event, so I think we can use other people's random rerolls, but
Fair enough.
if an 8, 9, or 10, we don't have the guideposts, so returning survivors must go on another hunt immediately without departing or changing gear, or become the starting survivors for a new settlement, starting with the first settlement's phase.
they either have to go on a hunt immediately, or you have to start the game over with these 4 as your.
With all their gear.
Okay, I mean that's kind of good, but also not so great because you are having to start over again. So it's nice that you get a new game plus, but
So we either let everybody get a random disorder or reroll and hope for. I mean, 1 through 3, we all skip the next hunt,
yeah,
which is with a. What do you call him? Nemesis.
yeah, which we might want to skip anyways. I mean, we can do the reroll. I'm fine with that. 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 7 is a fairly high chance to roll it again, but we can give this a try.
Yeah.
All right.
Do a random person's reroll.
Yep. There we go. Oh no. Well, I guess that's horrendous. Got a 2. So our guys would have to skip the next. The 4 survivors have to skip the next hunt event.
That's okay. We can send some randos on a fight with the Kingsman.
Hopefully, the Kingsman fight, losing it is not as bad as losing to the Butcher.
I don't think so. I can't remember. I don't even know if we actually fought him, so we'll see.
Okay, yeah, we might not have.
So, update timeline. Oh, I already did that. Update death count. We had none. Check milestones. I don't think there's any. Develop. So, we have. Clean Mist is good if you are getting later in the game and you're not sure if you're ready to start fighting the big guys. So you can restart it and start with 4 like
good survivors.
I mean, imagine starting this game with all this gear right off the bat.
That's very true, yes. The White Lions would just be dead.
Yeah. Okay, so first thing is finishing off that armor. Where did I put? So stone circle, that is the pelt and a hide. So that unfortunately uses all of our
Head
leather.
types. Yep.
But we now have the full set, so red can run up, slam into them, and then hit them really hard. Also +2 to all armor, so that's 5 at the waist, 4 at the body, 5 at the head, 4 on legs and arms.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so do you have the other resources we have up on your thing?
I don't know if you updated it last time, because we had the 4 bones and 1 scrap from the last time I played with you, but that's all it shows.
Oh, shoot, I might not have saved it.
Or actually, wait, no, never mind, you did save it. Never mind, I was looking at the totals in the top right. Okay, yeah, so we have, let me recalculate the totals here. So that's 4 bone, 5 bone, 6 bone. You just didn't update my little table in the top right, which is what I looked at. 1 hide, which we just used up, but I'll put it on there for a second here. 1 iron, and a lonely ant. Okay, so we just used up the hide. Okay, so from previously not counting, or no, that was a hide we got from the hunt, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so we still have actually 1 hide. Yeah.
Okay.
So we had 6 bones, 1 hide, and 1 scrap previously.
So now we have 2 more iron.
Okay, so that's 3 iron total.
We have a sword beetle.
Okay.
2 more monster bones.
Okay.
2 large flat teeth.
Large flat teeth, perfect.
A shank bone.
Shank bone, okay.
And then we have the love juice we'll probably just use to make more children. And then we
2
have
beefsteaks,
2 beefsteaks, a bladder.
muscly gums, and a brain.
So now the bladder, that's the blood paint, bladder, and organ.
Oh, okay. Which we can use
So-
the brain as an organ because we're not going to eat that thing.
And let's see if I can find it here. So the blood paint, so much easier to find
Oh,
things.
right. That was the one that you were saying lets you activate 2 weapons.
Activate the weapon gear to the left and right of this card. So
These
if
are
we
2
have
separate attacks.
somebody with a sword and a shield, they could hit them with the sword and then put up the shield or attack with the shield.
That would be good, yeah.
Or you could put it on between your katars and you could activate them one at a time. So
Yeah, the downside is I don't know what I would take off my gear grid to make that work.
yeah.
I would have to give up either my pants or my boots, really, is what it comes down to.
There's monster grease.
Oh, right, the monster grease. Yeah, that's true. I could give up monster grease.
Or we could put it on. It wouldn't work for the archer because they are archer or the. I mean, if we got a new club, or a new club for them, we might be able to do something if it's one hand.
Well, I'm curious. Oh, right, because the club he's currently using is 2-handed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't work with the current club.
We could get a second weapon for
Sword person.
sword person. That way they could attack twice.
Yeah,
And
that would be a good one.
if anything, the bone blade is super cheap, but that takes up 2 more spaces on their thing, so they'd lose acanthus and maybe
Like
the
else.
monster grease. But
Yeah.
we can play around with. But I think that is a good. Oh, you could also put it in the bottom left, so you could do fist and tooth and a weapon attack.
Ah.
And with them, the blue one, fist and tooth, would add 6 because of their natural strength and all that.
Oh, interesting.
So I mean, it's a way better chance to hit with fist and tooth.
Oh, okay.
So something we can play around with, but I think that one would be a good one.
Yep.
That was, where did Stone Circle go? There it is. So that is a bladder and an organ. So we'll put the bladder back. And what organs did we already have?
I don't think we had any
No?
organs.
Oh, right. Yeah, we didn't. So bladder and either the beefsteak or the screaming brain. I don't think they're used for anything specific.
I'd say you get rid of the brain. I know the beefsteak can be cooked, but we don't have anything to cook with.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything useful for the brain.
Okay. Now,
So,
see if
no
there's
brain, no bladder.
interesting on the weapon crafter. We need
There's a scrap sword.
we need
that-
heat for that.
Oh, right, and we lost our oven, didn't we?
Yep. Skullcap hammer, the blood sheath. That's a lot of stuff. Zombato, no, great cat bone. The whistling mace. 2 bone and an organ.
But the whistling mace it counts as a club theoretically, and you have a chance of hitting yourself.
Oh, right. That's not the weapon crafter.
I mean, theoretically, we could get rid of the bone club and instead have the skull cap hammer and the whistling mace with the blood paint on the one guy.
Yeah. Actually, what were the charms again?
Okay, so charms, we've got blue charm, green charm, and red charm. Blue charm is the one I've already got, the +1 luck. Green charm and red charm are... the green charm you need freaking 5 to activate.
Right.
And
Oh.
it's just if you would die, roll a d10, and on a 6, you somehow survive.
Right now, red has 1, 2, 3 blues, 1, 2 greens, and 2 red affinities.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, the red charm, again, you need 5, and it's unstoppable. When you attempt to wound, instead roll a 1d10 on a 1 through 5. What? That almost seems worse. I'm confused. So it says unstoppable. When you would attempt to wound, instead roll a d10. On a 1 through 5 fail, on a 6 through 10 wound.
That depends. There may be some... Oh, no, that's for... There's some that have, like, really high toughness, so it may be better to have that, but that doesn't
Of that
seem
50%
great.
chance. But yeah, right now for us, that's not a good thing.
No.
And then, yeah, the blue charm is the one that I've already... Oh, wait, no. The blue charm is different. I thought mine's the lucky charm, right?
Yeah.
So the blue charm is if you can get 5 of it, you get unshakable. When you draw the trap card on a roll a d10 on a 6+, you shuffle it back into the deck, which is really good.
Yeah. If... Where was that? If you're allowed to have the body armor, and we rearranged it a bit, and you'd have to switch it to something else. Monster grease for the cat eye circlet. You could get 1, 2, 3, 4, but then you'd have to lose another gear grid to get that to get 5. So it's none of those yet.
Nope. Yeah, because that's the... Actually, wait, that's one thing, though, is each of the charms provide one of that color.
So we could get 4 on your board, and
right.
Then that would be the 5th. I don't think there's really anything else from the stone circle.
No, really, just, unfortunately, the beast knuckles, which I can't make because they need pelt.
Yeah. So... let's take another look at the weapon crafter. What was the 2 bone and a scrap? We definitely have that. We could do... what was the skull cap hammer?
Skullcap hammer is actually worse than the bone club, except for the part where it doesn't contain the clumsy thing.
Oh yeah. On a perfect hit, the monster is dazed. Gains -1 speed token to the end of the turn.
But as far as its hit and strength stuff, it's worse.
Yeah.
But the nice part is you can move and attack with it. And in theory, if you could fit 2 of those on in the paint, you could then...
yeah.
It would actually be a really good weapon.
It'd be nice to get this, like a scrap sword or something. For the sword fighter. What was... oh yeah, what did everybody explore? Oh, you only have 2 understanding. Explore. Oh, we have Tinkerer, so 1 person gets an extra endeavor, so we have 5. Oh, what are the things to build? What else can we build? Oh, the weapon crafter also has scrap scavenge. A survivor carefully searches the settlement edge, groping in the dark for pieces of broken lanterns. 1 through 5, spend a survival or die. 6 through 9, gain a broken lantern resource. 10, go for a long walk and gain a courage. And then there's special innovations, scrap smelting. 2 scrap, 5 bone, and 5 organ. No, we don't have enough for that. Stone circle, we have the harvest ritual. Spend any number of monster resources to draw an equal number of basic resources. Oh, you could use that for the The Flower Knight.
Which one?
Under Stone Circle, there's the... Oh, if you have Forbidden Dance, which we don't. There's a thing you can do once you have Forbidden Dance where it's Harvest Ritual. You spend a number of monster resources and draw an equal number of basic resources.
Okay.
So if you have a bunch of stuff you're not going to use from the
Flower Knight, yep.
Flower Knight, you can...
Or if you're really desperate to get an organ or a hide or something.
The Skinnery, we don't have any leather to build, or hide to build the leather worker. We already have Weapon Crafter we've built. Stone Circle we have built. Yeah. Not much we can do for building right now. Oh, we can get... a monster grease for me, because I would have, I don't know, still not enough to activate its secondary. What was Fecal Salve again?
Checking here.
When you depart, gain a survival. Use an action. You are not a threat until you attack. If you have the priority target token, remove it. So.
Oh, okay. But,
So left blue wouldn't really help with that. Oh, we'll take one of those acanthus though. We lose our fresh acanthus and we dry it. So we'll have dried acanthus, an extra one for somebody who wants it. Stone Noses, Fecal Salve, dried acanthus, lucky charm. Bone blade, bone axe. Skull helm. I don't know. Rawhide. We could make some more. Nope, can't make bandages. We don't have ammonia. Nothing from the Stone Circle. So I mean, we could build like some of those hammers, the mace. We can't do the Zombato.
yeah, so I don't know if there's going to be too much we can build this round.
Yeah, until we get heat, we can't even do the scrap sword. Well, we'll use the love juice to do intimacy. Okay, and we'll roll. Oh, that is a 6 and a 3. So we're gonna run a reroll that 3.
Yep.
We'll use another rando. Oh, the 2 new people we got from the flower resources.
Yep.
They can't go on a hunt until they have, what was it, the sleeping flower virus or whatever? Not this, whatever.
Oh yeah, the flower obsession.
Yeah, so they can't go until we go against the Flower Knight again. We almost had enough to build the Vesper Team bow, which is just a way better bow in general, and it doesn't have cumbersome. But
okay,
we didn't quite have enough resources for that. That's a 9, so the 6 was it a 6 we had? Yeah, so gain 1 population. So that's 21 people. So then we still have 5 endeavors. What was the new roundstone training or pedal spiral? We could try to go for more sword mastery.
Yeah, get your sword guy to have more sword mastery. I was just trying to see if we had anything else we could craft, but I'm not seeing anything.
Let's see. Six was gain a sword proficiency level. So that was 1 endeavor. They're 1 away from... Oh, no, I didn't mark down everybody's stuff, so he got 1 from the fight, and that would have made him master. I did mine. Yours, you should be at here. What's your Qatar now? 6?
So after this fight, it should now be 7 because it was 6 going into that fight.
Right.
I believe.
7.
Let me just.
Yeah, you should be 1 higher than whatever.
So 1 more and I become a Qatar master, which is pretty epic.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so... One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. So we have the sword mastery. So sword master gains +1 accuracy and 1 strength and 1 speed when attacking with a sword. All survivors gain sword specialization in addition to any other proficiencies. When attacking with a sword, after drawing all hit locations, make a wound attempt. So everybody attacking with a sword could make the wound attempt, then select the hit locations.
Nice.
Actually, one thing we could do, if we do the... So we have Blade Master with them. We can now select a new weapon proficiency, but still keep the Blade Master.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get it, you can start training a new one and still keep the benefits. So as long as this person doesn't die, we have... I think... Oh no, everybody will have the innovation. Or the specialist from now on. It's just part of our... What do you call it? Our settlement.
Okay. So then we just retire them before they completely age out, and then their settlement would keep it?
Yep. So we can also do... switch over to a new weapon proficiency and do Fist and Tooth.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And
That's an
if
idea.
we lay it out properly, we can aim the sword on one side and Fist and Tooth on the other.
Yep.
So I will do this. Sword will go down here. They will have to lose either the Dried Acanthus or the Flower Knight badge.
Say the Dried Acanthus, because that's the one that just adds +1 to survival, isn't it? Or
+2 to survival. When you suffer a severe injury, ignore it and archive this.
yeah, which is good. But I wouldn't want to give up Monster Grease. What else could we give up other than that?
There's
Anything?
Monster Grease, Dried Acanthus, or the Flower Knight badge.
The Flower Knight badge was the tactics.
Yeah. We could take that out and maybe put it on
Someone else, yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
So now, just because of how it lays out, when you activate Blood Paint, you can activate the Sword and Fist and Tooth.
So yeah, if he starts the Fist and Tooth Mastery, I seem to recall that one being pretty good.
I believe the specialization is you can get yourself up, or I can't even remember. I'll have to search. I don't even know where the pile of cards is. But yeah, I think that'll be the best, so we can start getting that on him. And we'll figure out who gets the Dried Acanthus, or just keep it as a backup. We still have 4 more endeavors.
Okay. Let's see. What else could we? What are our what are they called? Innovations? Because don't some of those have some endeavor stuff we can use?
Yes. There was that
Or we?
round stone training.
That's what I was about to say. There's that round stone training, which actually is pretty good. The only downside is the motion sickness.
Yeah.
How many fighting arts are we allowed to have?
3.
Okay, so my guy only has 1 fighting art right now, I believe.
Well,
So
so motion sickness, cross-arm block fighting art, gain the tumble fighting art, and then 9.
tumble is good because it's when you would collide, you can roll a d10, and I think it's on a 6+, you dodge. Yeah. Let me just see what motion sickness is. Motion sickness.
Oh. We also
Whenever you suffer knockback, gain a bleeding token. Honestly, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. We also have storytelling. Use 2 endeavors. 1 to 3 gain an understanding, not bad. 4 through 7, all party and survivors gain 3 insanity.
Not horrible, but not
and
great.
8+ is the White Speaker story event.
Right, which otherwise you have to max someone out in understanding to get.
Yeah. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind having my guy do the training, because we have lots of bone to spend.
Yeah, we can throw out a regular monster bone if you want to roll a d10.
Right. 4. That's still not bad. Tumble fighting art.
Cool.
So now I don't have to use a survival when I'm going to get run over.
Nice. Okay, so then we still have storytelling. We can use 2 endeavors. We'll use 1 for you, and then we'll... And it's all going to be new people going out anyway, right?
Yeah, so I did look just because I was curious. Losing to the Kingsman is not bad at all.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll just send out maybe Juggalo and Gandhi and... I don't know. We'll see what other random ones. Maybe that have +2 strength. I know we have a few of those.
Fair enough. Yeah, honestly, I would say if anything, winning against the Kingsman is almost worse.
Yeah.
In some ways. Well, I mean, actually, I guess not, because your guys are dead, which is not worse than which is worse than what happens to them. But the person who kills the Kingsman gets cursed. I guess not cursed per se. He slowly starts turning into a Kingsman.
That's Lantern 10 for the storytelling. On one of the I should have specified who it was going on, but one of the people that will be going out on the next fight, because it was gain understanding, gain 3 insanity, or White Speaker.
Yep.
So who's Juggalo is one away from the understanding bonus.
So we would
So
have
we
picked
probably would
him.
have
Yeah,
picked
that
him.
makes sense.
Or her.
Okay.
White Speaker. I can't even remember what this is. I don't even know if... I know I haven't gotten to it at all, but... White Speaker. Okay, a large and bizarrely dressed woman offers to share a story. The group must select a story they would like to hear. A survivor may be nominated for the story event once per lifetime. Okay, so we pick the survivor this goes on, I think. We have the story of the goblin, story of the forsaker, and the story of the young hero. There's a lot on them. What time is it? 10, 16. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm starting to hear again. Yeah, everything froze for a minute there.
Okay. So we
As soon as you said a large something.
So the goblin.
We get to choose which story she tells?
A survivor may be nominated for this story event once per lifetime. The group must select a story they would like to hear.
The survivor without Mac.
Sorry?
But we also have to choose a survivor with the non-max understanding. Oh no, that's for the story of the goblin. Whoops, okay.
So, story of the goblin, White Seeker, instructs the survivor.
So I guess, do we want story of the goblin, story of the forsaker, or story of the young hero?
So the ability that you can possibly get, the story of the goblin. You know the first sentence of the story. Once per showdown, you may speak it aloud and roll a d10 on a 3+, gain the priority target token, and the monster gains a +1 damage token. That's not very good. Story of the Forsaker. You cannot be knocked down during the showdown with a nemesis monster. Story of the Young Hero. At the start of your act, you may recall the heroic sacrifice from the story and bite your wrist, gain 2 bleeding tokens and +1 survival.
I mean, that sounds like if you get the right success on it. Because looking at it like story of the young hero, you roll your d10. On a 1 through 3, she murders the elected survivor and then breaks her heel and walks away.
Yeah.
On a 4 through 5, she punches the person and shatters their jaw. On a 6 through 9, survivor steals a quick taste of blood from the encrusted blade. The survivor gains the story of the young hero ability. And on a 10+, the survivor gains +1 permanent accuracy, strength, evasion, speed, luck, and gains the story of a young hero ability.
So story of the Forsaker, we could lose the person on a 9. 10, White Speaker. Whoever gains the story of the Forsaker. Broken arm or broken jaw. I don't know. Which one do you think?
Huh. Why would anybody wear that?
What, the
Mask of the Forsaker. Because the Forsaker one, it's on that 9, they disappear and turn into the Mask of the Forsaker. And as far as I can tell, it gives you 2 armor points to the hit location. And then during the aftermath, you run off into the darkness, never to be seen again. Oh, okay, you can use this item. During the settlement phase, you may archive this item to build the mask maker location. That's why you'd want it.
Yeah, because there's a... I don't know where the mask maker location is.
Okay, but anyways. So the goblin one, our chances are for a the survivor becomes blinded, and everybody loses something, but it doesn't say what.
Lose all endeavors.
All right.
We only have one left anyway. Survivor's brain swells.
They all gain insanity.
Okay.
Or you have the goblin ability, but they suffer the death severe injury. So, I don't know. I don't like the goblin one because really the only one that doesn't have a bad side is a 10 plus.
Yeah.
And the story of the goblin ability does not sound good at all.
No.
Considering it's the once per showdown, you may roll a d10 on a 3+, gain the priority token, and the monster gains +1 damage. Like, why? I guess it's a good way to pull them off of someone else, but...
Gaining a damage token is not good. Forsaker, you... On a 10, the story of Forsaker, you can't be knocked down during a showdown with Nemesis. We could get the mask, or broken arm, or broken jaw.
Forsaker one, you've got very little chance of actually getting the ability, or the story, because you only get the story on a 10 plus for this one.
So broken jaw just means you can't encourage people up. 6 through 8, the most likely one...
You would get 2 broken arm injuries.
Yeah.
Although we have the
strength.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. But then both your arms are broken. But we have the bed, which I believe lets us heal things like broken arms.
Bed.
Is that?
Yeah. Spend endeavor to rest. 4+, you cannot endeavor for the rest of the settlement phase. Skip the next hunt. You may remove one of the following: broken arm, all broken arm severe injuries, all broken hip, all broken rib, or ruptured muscle.
Because I mean, right now it's you gain +2 strength, but then you get 2 broken arms. Each broken arm gives you -1 accuracy, -1 strength.
So yeah, we could try for the Forsaker.
Yeah, because I mean, worst comes to worst, is we then can make the mask maker, which then make masks.
So we'll send one of those funny-looking flower guys.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
And did you want to roll?
1 sec. I was just gonna see really quick. What was the young hero one again?
We 1 through 3, they die.
Yeah, no, it's not super.
4
I mean, the 10 plus is really good, but that's the only one that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it. So we will have one of the flower people do the story of the Forsaker.
Did you want to roll for that?
Sure. Alright, so crazy flower-faced person, here we go. So just having that, there we go. Alright. 6. They get 2 broken arms.
Okay. And +2 strength and 2 broken arms. I think I have a... So, flower face. So they already have +1 natural, 1 strength and 1 evasion. They have, everybody starts with 1 understanding. So now they have 2 broken arms.
And then did we have 1 innovation or endeavor left?
Yep.
Awesome. So then we could use the last endeavor to try to heal their broken arms.
Yep.
And then we'll just if we don't succeed, whenever we have a leftover endeavor, we will attempt to have them sleep again.
All right. It's a 4+ to heal it. That's a 6, so they heal their broken arms.
All right, but they cannot go on the next hunt.
That's okay, because they're the flower people, so he can't leave until we fight the Flower Knight anyway.
Yeah. All right, that actually worked out pretty good.
So now they have 3 natural strength. And 1 evasion. Okay. And that's all of our endeavors.
Okay.
So I think that is about it. Next will be against the Kingsman.
Yes, which she does look pretty scary. If we have, oh wait, do we have the ability to make any kind of shield? Because the trap card is not nice for the Kingsman, but if you have a shield, it helps. But otherwise,
I don't think we have any shields available right now. If we had the leather crafter, we could have.
Yeah, just the trap card for him is all survivors within 2 spaces of the monster suffer damage to a random hit location equal to the number of wounds on the wound stack, which I haven't found out what the wound stack is yet.
Yeah.
And then any survivors with a shield may elect to protect themselves and ignore this trap.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, and then with that one, if we win, we get some decent stuff. Nothing amazing, it doesn't look like, but not bad.
Yeah.
If we lose, then the Kingsman rudely breaks something as it leaves the settlement. If the settlement has innovated pottery, return pottery to the innovation deck.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, so he just pulls a link and breaks our pots.
Does he take the treasure inside?
Apparently not, since it just says he breaks our pots.
Alright. Unfortunately can't innovate this round, but that's okay. And we won't be able to next round either.
Why not next round?
Because we don't get resources from Nemesis.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So we would either get, because if we defeat him, we would get either 2 broken lanterns and 1 monster organ, or every one of the survivors. See, I'm assuming it's each survivor that fought him. Each survivor gains 1 random fighting art, or we get a steel sword and 1 basic resource. So we get a resource from him, most likely.
Steel sword, I think, is pretty good.
But that one needs a 9+.
Yeah. Okay, well that is about it for now.
Alright.
You have all the resources in your thing?
Let me just double check here. Just want to confirm what I've got on file.
Okay.
Just need to fix this one thing. There it goes. Okay. So what I've got on file here is that we still have 3 monster bones. Do we still have 1 monster hide? No, we used up the monster hide. Okay. So this is good that I'm confirming. So we have 3 monster bones, 3 skulls, 3 iron, a sword beam.
Monster hide, wasn't that already in our...
That's what I was trying to remember, is did we use up both that and the other one?
We only used up the ones that we got from here, I thought, from this fight. So I think we still have the one...
I thought we didn't, just because we needed something, and then we needed... Oh, now I'm trying to remember, because we needed the one that was both a regular monster hide and a pelt.
Yeah, that was the armor.
And then okay, if we didn't use... Oh, now I'm kind of sad. Oh well, healing the guy's broken arms is more important than innovating. Okay, so we've got 1 monster hide, 3 bones, 3 skulls, 3 iron, and then I've got 2 beefsteaks left, 2 flat tooths, 1 muscly gum, 2 shank bones, and a spiral horn, a lonely ant, and a sword beetle. I don't think I'm missing anything.
I think that's good.
So yeah, that's got us up to 8 bones, 1 hide, and 1, 2, 3 organs.
We could cancel the healing that one guy because he's just one of the random ones and innovate instead and then heal him next time.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Okay. So we'll...
Unless we want him to fight the Kingsman. To give us a chance of defeating the Kingsman. Or is he allowed to fight an MSM?
He can't go out unless it's a flower.
Oh, right. And also he can't go in the next hunt, even if it was the flower. Okay, so yeah, let's not heal him then. And instead innovate.
So we'll use, I guess, a beefsteak, a random bone,
and the hide.
The hide. Two, three, four. Ooh. Yeah. So we have. I was hoping for lantern oven so we could make heat again and make that sword or something. But we have inner lantern. We get surge.
Ooh, which gives 1 extra activation.
Mm-hmm. Once per round, spend 1 survival to gain 1 action and use it immediately.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Okay, what are our other options?
We have pictograph, Stardust Zach and Runaway. We've looked at that a few times. There's cooking.
Oh, okay. Ooh, +1 innovations or Endeavor, which could be handy.
Spend an organ and a bone to cook. Stone nose gruel. During the next hunt phase, ignore starvation.
Huh. I don't think we've ever run into starvation.
But we can check out cooking in a second, and then the other one is nightmare training.
Well, there's
survival or die.
You may spend 1 survival and roll again.
Weapon proficiency level or permanent accuracy or strength.
Not too bad, although you have to spend 3 survival for it. I do know from looking ahead at the Kingsman that there's some bonuses to the story event part after him if you have nightmare training, but I don't imagine it was all that good.
I think never mind. The option to do an extra attack at any time is
better. Yeah. And was that all of them? Was it?
That was.
Oh, right. Cooking, pictograph. Yeah. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I'm willing to go with Inner Lantern.
Okay. Yeah, that one's probably the best right now.
Okay, so I'll mark off that we now technically have Inner Lantern.
I have to add Inner Lantern stuff to here. Okay. Nice. Now we can dash.
Now we can surge. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we could dash and then hit. Not to mention is the. Yeah.
One thing that's kind of cool with the surge is. Where's his. So, if he only has 1 AI card left and you draw it to do it, whenever there's a gap here, that means you can use survival. So his card has been removed from the deck, so there's no more cards. You could attack, and if you hit him during this arrow, there's no more cards to do, so he just dies.
Nice.
It's a way kind of around skipping the last hit. But yeah, we can now attack things out of our turn. Basically any point where there's a gap.
Yeah, or we could use it during our turn for an extra attack during our turn if we wanted.
Or like if one person knocks the monster down and it doesn't get up until its next turn, that's everybody else can attack and then everybody else can surge.
Yeah, or if it's the last person goes and knocks the monster down, it's like, well, he's just going to stand right back up again before we get to enjoy it. So yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. All right, but I think I'm going to end the stream.
Fair enough.